JB, aka the King of Soul, and today we got some Nike Blazers to look at. The Off-White collaboration with Nike, and they're actually calling this the 10 colorway. Before we get into the review, do me a favor, make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel. If you do dig the content, also hit that share button. These videos that we do on this channel are strictly for review purposes, so if you do happen to have any questions or comments, definitely feel free to drop those down below. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into the review. So this sneaker does come in this all brown box, and we have seen this with, like, you know, some of those Nike collaborations that they've had with Off-White, both for, like, you know, Nike and Jordan brand. But on the box lid, you do have like this kind of like plain text here, and it does say, like, you know, Nike swoosh there. And if you do look around the box, nothing really too much going on. It's just pretty much like, you know, this all brown cardboard box appeal. You do have a hit of the Off-White branding there up underneath. Pretty much just all cardboard again, and you do have some Nike copyright information and branding here in black for those that do care about that. There you go. Now the box label on the sneaker reads the 10 Nike Blazer Mid. The colorway says white, black, and then muslin. So when you do open the box, and we've seen this, it's kind of like an inverted orange Nike box here, and they do kind of have, like, you know, this kind of it's white, and it's kind of like this kind of teal kind of color here, and it has like the Off-White and Nike brand in there. Just the sneaker itself does come double wrapped. Let me move these out the way. They did give us a few lace options, but it did come double wrapped. Up underneath, you do have this white tissue paper. From there, you met with the actual sneaker itself. Now, Blazers, in my opinion, it's a pretty plain sneaker. One thing that I like about this collaboration, there are like some add-ons to it that do kind of service some justice to actually kind of like, you know, kind of entice and actually, like, you know, bring the sneaker out a little bit more. But Nike Blazers, in my opinion, they are plain, but this one was just, I don't know, it was just something about, like, you know, the color scheme and everything, and the swap out of the materials that actually helped this one out tremendously. Blazers, they do tend to fit kind of narrow, so if you do have like a wider foot right off the bat, I'm telling you guys, you might as well just go ahead and go up a half size on these. But I'm not going to talk to you guys too long on this one, but excellent sneaker. Definitely glad to get this one in the collection. But let's jump right into it. But there you go, the Off-White collaboration with Nike brand, and this is the Blazer Mid, the 10. So we're going to take a look at the right sneaker. Now, from first observation, the sneaker does look like what you would expect from any Nike Blazer sneaker. On the lateral side of the sneaker, you do have this hit of, it's kind of like a gray kind of tan-ish hit of suede here where the lace holes are. And then you do have the hit of this nylon material here, this mesh material. You do have this hit of this white leather as well. Oversized Nike swoosh here in black going towards the heel of the sneaker. You do have that hit of orange there, that little neon orange tag, and we have seen that on other collaborations with Off-White and Nike. The midsole of the sneaker does have the hit of that muslin, which is kind of like, you know, Off-White kind of creamish color, and then you do have this hit of gray here around the ankle collar of the sneaker. It is all white, and you do have the hit of this exposed foam, and then this kind of like grayish kind of like hit of plastic going towards the back of the sneaker. Other than that, that's pretty much it for the lateral side. Switching gears, going to the front toe box area. So you do have like this kind of rubberized toe box area here, and then halfway there is a split, and you are met with more of that kind of nylon mesh material there, and that does stem up going to the tongue of the sneaker. The sneaker itself did come pre-laced. They did give us these white laces here, and then the tongue of the sneaker, it is in that nylon mesh material, and we've seen that on other Blazer releases. You do have this red stitching going across the tongue, and if you look closely going towards like the top right of the tongue, you do have this white tag here, and you do have this red Nike branding. They did give us this exposed foam material here around the tongue of the and that will yellow over time. Like, one thing about Off-White sneakers, they do make them to where it's like, you know, if they do age over time, they will still look nice. And one thing about Blazers that I want to point out if you do keep, whether if you keep the sneaker clean, dead stock, or even if you beat it up, Blazers look good no matter what. It's just something about Blazers, the way it's just constructed and designed. The sneaker will look great over time, even if it does age on you. And that's pretty much it. Nothing too special going on the inside of the tongue. One thing that I do want to point out, they did give us a few lace options, and I'll go over those a little bit later. But going towards the the tip of the laces, you do have this hit of black where it does have the shoelaces text, and we have seen that on other collaborations with Off-White. That is another one of their signatures. And then going toward the medial side of the sneaker, you are met with more of this white leather, and then the hit of the suede there. Oversized Nike swoosh on this side as well, and the swooshes on this side and on the lateral, they do kind of connect going towards the back there. And then of course you have that hit of gray, and then you have that muslin there for the midsole of the sneaker. Going towards the back of the sneaker, so one thing that I did like about this one, so they do have like this kind of cutout here, and it is kind of bordered with this foam material here. And again, that is something that's going to age on you, but they do have this embossed Nike logo branding going in the back there, and then you do see more of that black, connection from the Nike swooshes. Going towards the heel of the sneaker, you are met with like this kind of like gray. It kind of feels kind of plastic to the touch. If you guys do know what that is, definitely let me know down in the comments. I did try to research that, but I came up empty. And then you do have that hit of the muslin again for the midsole. Going towards the bottom of the sneaker, pretty standard bottom for the Nike Blazer. So you do have like, this hit of muslin going throughout the entire bottom, and it is herringbone traction. And again, that is standard with any other Nike Blazer. And one thing that I did forget to mention, over on the medial side of the sneaker, behind the black Nike swoosh, you do have that hit of that, off-white Nike copyright text there, and it is in black. On the inside of the sneaker, nothing really too special going on. You do have this all white insole, and it does have the off-white branding right there in black. And that's pretty much it for this sneaker. Now on the left sneaker, you are met with this red, kind of zip hang tag, and it does have like this white text that says Off-White care of Nike, and it does say copyright 2017, and then of course it has like the zip tie there. And that's pretty much it. And they did give us a few lace options. Let me show you guys those real quick. They did give us a few laces to swap out. So they gave us this neon green, the neon orange, and then this black, and then they all do have like the shoelaces text. And that's pretty much it on this one. If I were to rate this sneaker, I would give this one let's go ahead and give this one a 9 out of 10. The only thing that I feel like that I don't like about the sneaker overall, again, Blazers, you can't beat them up. I just hate like, the comfort in them. They're like real flat and narrow, so like you can't really wear this sneaker for too long without it like, hurting your feet. But other than that, like, the overall design and construction of the sneaker, I'm here for it. So 9 out of 10 as far as sizing goes. Again, Blazers, they do kind of run kind of narrow. So again, I would recommend going up like, a half size on these. As far as comfort, again, they don't really feel too comfortable. They are like, real narrow. So like, yeah, man, like you just want to go up a half size on this one. And that's pretty much it. But I definitely want to take time to shout out the vendor who actually gifted me this sneaker to feature on the channel for you guys. But I definitely want to encourage you guys to always stay engaged. I can be reached on all social media platforms. I can be reached on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, even here on YouTube. Everything is at the King of Soul. But before we go, I'm gonna go ahead and hit you guys with a 360 and a B-roll like I always do. But there you go. Off-White Nike Blazer mid, and again, this is the 10 colorway. So there's the front of the sneaker. There's the lateral side of the right, lateral side of the left. There's the bottom, and again, it's all muslin with the herringbone traction. There's the medial, and then there's the rear. And again, I thank you guys for taking the time to tune in like always, but until next time, see you later.